the LG Urbane Android Wear smartwatch. I've been using this for about a week, and wanted to kind of go over some of the reviews I've read online. A lot of these reviews kind of say that, it's a really big smartwatch and really uncomfortable to use. I've been wearing this for about a week. Actually, I find this to be quite a comfortable watch. If you compare it to, for example, your regular kind of watch, you'll see the sizes are not too dissimilar from your classic, timepiece to the LG Urbane. Now, of course, the real benefit of the Urbane is the fact that it looks like a regular watch. If you're walking down the street or just amongst your friends, no one is going to think, oh my god, they're wearing, some piece of hunky technology strapped to their wrist. This definitely looks like, just a regular watch. When I've been using it, I've kind of decided to switch the always on screen off. This is mainly because I'm typing a lot all day, and if the watch is pointing up, this causes the screen to be constantly always on, and that just takes up a lot of battery power, and you pretty much get a day and a half worth of use. So as you can see, I have the kind of the gesture control switched on. So the idea being that when you go to look at your watch, it will show you the face of the clock. Your notifications, as you can see, can be activated using gesture controls, or not in this case. There we go. And you can cycle through your different notifications you get from Google Now. As you can see, if you're a user of Google Now, it will start to build up all the different notifications, and you can cycle through them. Cycling back is slightly more cumbersome than cycling forward. I will say the voice recognition on this is pretty good. So if I say, OK Google, let me switch the screen back on. OK Google, order me pizza. Okay, that's quite embarrassing, but you can see that the voice dictation on this is extremely accurate. I'd say about 9 times out of 10, the voice dictation will work. It will pick it up. You can reply to text messages, Viber notifications, Viber messages, WhatsApp, just by using voice dictation. And I'll say that that's pretty good in terms of how well it transcribes your text messages. So, for example, the heart rate sensor we can activate purely by voice. OK Google. If you do it quick enough before the screen switches off. OK Google, show me my heart rate. Now, annoyingly, they haven't activated you can't activate this using your voice. So we hit start. This runs the LG heart rate sensor. But as you can see, the voice activation is pretty good. That's probably quite high for my resting pulse, but you can see it all works pretty well. So yeah, if you're on the bench of getting an Android Wear watch, I would definitely recommend the Urbane. Note that it doesn't have NFC, it doesn't have GPS. Do you really need those? Do you really need that functionality? At the end of the day, if you're buying the Urbane, you're getting it pretty much for the fact that it looks like a normal kind of dress watch. You're not going to be using this going out cycling. You might be better off getting a watch that has more of a rubberized, and that's up to sporting riggers and this is pretty much a dress watch. So I don't think there are too many use cases with GPS. NFC, if you had Google Wallet, really how often are you going to use NFC payments? So I kind of wouldn't worry too much about that. So, you buy this watch because you want it to look like a regular watch. If you just want it to look like a piece of technology, there are far other cheaper options available to you in terms of Android Wear. The heart rate sensor is fluctuating quite a lot because for the purpose of this demonstration, it's not actually flush with my wrist at the time of taking the measurement. But yeah, I mean, this is an amazing feeling watch. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing a smartwatch. It definitely just feels like I'm wearing, a regular dress watch. And yeah, so if you can get one in the sale, then I definitely recommend it.